Hey, hi. I'm DJ McGrath, and I'm here to give a small presentation on early xylophone. Um, so, just some general information about a xylophone. It's typically set up similar to a piano with the white keys on a bottom row and the black keys kind of on a higher raised row. And we might be able to sneak a cheeky photo of it right here. Actually, we can do that later. It's got wooden bars that are tuned by size, and it's different size for each bar to get the right tuning. Xylophones are typically idiophones, so the vibration of the hitting the wood itself is where the sound comes from, and it can be used with hard mallets or hard softs, so that can be wood or hard plastic. Some xylophones have resonators, and some of them are just kind of open. And the word xylophone itself comes from the Greek word xylon, which means sound. Xylon, which means wood, and phone, which means sound. So it's just wood sound, which is kind of how we get into the early history of the xylophone, because that's really how a lot of it started. But before we do that, let's just dive really quick into what I mean by looks like a piano. So where's this button here? Pew! There we go. So there is kind of your more typical xylophone right there, with some resonators at the bottom, some metal resonators. You can also get some that do not have the resonators. This looks like a at-home practice one here. And as you can see, there's no resonators on the bottom there. And you can actually, one thing I forgot to mention is that you can get, oopsies, here's my notes. Don't look at those. Stop it. You can get xylophones that what I mean to say is xylophones are, when written for music notation, they're usually about an octave up. And so you can get xylophones that kind of go further down in range. And if they go lower in range than like the concert pitch C, they have another name, and that's xylorimba. And that's when they start to get to the range of a marimba. So as I was saying, xylophone, wood sound, it really starts from very early, and it's not quite clear where it started, but very early Southeast Asia or Africa. Still, it's a bit disputed. They're thinking maybe it came from Southeast Asia and traveled up to Africa, but they also found some evidence of kind of original African early xylophone creations being made. And so they thought maybe it started there and traveled that way, or they had their own kind of two different things. In Southeast Asia, we had a couple different kinds. The earliest recorded anything near a xylophone was in the 9th century, and it was kind of just like wood that was hanging, and you could hit it. But some more better known ones might be the ranat, or the garatang, or the gambang. And we'll pull up some pictures. I have some pictures of those here. There they are. So this is the garatang. Pretty just kind of held together with rope, and you could hit it with whatever, like wooden, I want to say sticks, but they might not have been sticks at that point. Some kind of percussive mallet material. But yeah, pretty much just wood tied together with string. Also, you would have these kinds, which were made of bamboo. These ones are pretty modern. Here's a gumbang, which would be a little bit closer to the earlier stages of the Southeast Asian xylophone. So yeah, fortunately I wasn't able to find too much on Southeast Asia xylophone, but I was able to find a lot more on the African origins of the xylophone. And they have like a whole different they have a few different kinds of where you can kind of see how it started out. Oh, this is a great picture here actually. I wonder if I can zoom in on that.